But this... Now Sean, you know how much we like our monsters in these Souls games.
Oh god. Yeah?
Allow me to introduce to you one of the freakiest friggin' ideas for a boss ever. And it's super cool. I give you... the Demon of Song.
The Demon of what?
You'll see. Part frog, part man, and its skin is impregnable. The only way you can deal damage to it is by smacking its face. Literally.
Seems legit.
It does take a lot of damage, but its moveset can be pretty devastating. You just gotta be careful, bide your time. It's basically the combination of a almost complete frog in tadpole form.
Demon of Song.
Oh no, is that an insta-kill? No, but that's bloody luck. That was a command grab. Nonetheless, that was a command grab.
It was a Zangief 360.
It totally felt like it. And the most OP move in Street Fighter history. The friggin' Zangief green backhand.
I thought it was Yun's super move where he, instead of being a super, he just gets to he gets a speed boost and all of his.
Oh yeah, well that's the most. That's the single. I think that has actually been defined as the single most OP super in fighting game history, simply because of how ridiculously hard it is to counter against. Oh.
It's Japanese.
I can't remember. Just simply because it is literally a speed boost.
It's super.
But yeah, this is the Demon of Song. And the Demon of Song.
It does look cool.
The Demon of Song is a really badly, not badly, but a really badass designed boss. And by beating the Demon of Song, you get the key to the embedded, which I have been looking forward to show off for a long time, because ladies and gentlemen, this is where you start doing a Keyblade build. The key can be used as a weapon and has a claymore moveset. So if you like Keyblades, you can effectively win the game with this key and never use it on the key to be embedded. Or be embedded back at Drangleia Castle. It's actually an alright claymore. And you can hang on to it for as long as you want. But for us, there's only one fantastic sword that we'll be carrying, and it is this amazingly great, ultra great sword.
I like how you don't have enough strength to wield that, but you do have enough strength to wield the great sword that's literally twice its width.
I know, right? It's
FromSoft.
Wait,
Genius. Innovation. Genius. Technique. Style.
Kojima levels of awesome. So it kind of does the Terminator 2.
I've heard that when the HD collection came out, the reviewers they'd start on 1 and think, oh god, what on earth is this? But then they'd get to 2 and then it'd be like, oh, here's where the effort went. Look how much better this is, you know, like even in the HD upgrade.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, in the HD upgrade, they still changed nothing. Like, the Zone of the Enders 1 control system and speed was exactly the same as it was when the original game released. And yeah, it is inferior to Zone of the Enders 2, but it's so sluggish and slow, it just makes you think, am I really just riding a mech here, or is it just... It's just so slow.
Zone of the Enders 2 cell shaded as well.
Yes.
It has like a anime look to it.
Yeah, and because of that, because of changing that look and making the art style more anime rather than really bad, like CG with 3D rendered graphics for the cutscenes, it gave the game a lot more character and a way better image.
I am Ugdane,
way better image.
guardian of the...
Especially since it felt as if you were It felt as if you legitimately thought, oh my god, Hideo Kojima has literally made an anime with mechs
Did you
that you can play.
You will find
It was-
much deeper
It was so good.
Many
And so this is one of my personal favourite characters in the entire game.
in the past before Moking.
This,
Human do not produce light.
This place
Yes.
is well deathly. Tell me
because the
what
crazy thing is, if you actually come in here with a torch lit,
I was gonna say,
you'll be killed.
what, instantly?
You basically, not instantly, but enemies that are not normally aggroed towards you will be aggroed towards you in this area, just because you have light. And so this is
Makes
Grave Warden Agdane. The first of many Grave Wardens that actually came into existence based after Grave Lord Nito. Because they reference Nito as the first death. And
The first of the dead.
yeah, the first death. And since then, they then reference every Grave Warden after Grave Lord Nito to be the next death.
Oh.
Which makes his entire character insanely badass. The insolent armor set is pretty friggin' badass. It kind of makes you look like Dante from Dante's Inferno, which is awesome. You also get the Ring of Thorns +1 if you want to buy it. You can buy dark arrows and dark bolts. Friggin' yes. You can buy human effigies, Elizabeth mushrooms, and of course, more magical spells. One of them being one of the greatest spells in the game if you're being a sorcerer. Apologies for that. Soul Vortex. If you haven't seen this spell, search for it and go nuts. It's an insane spell. And even then, Solar Peas. Solar Peas is really good as well. And you also learn the Jester, Have Mercy, which I am totally going to equip right now. But what will it replace? Well, I don't use Pumped Up that much. And Have Mercy is this. Oh, have mercy! Please! I like that. I like it a lot. So yeah, these are Grave Wardens, these white dudes. And they will be aggroed if you have light, so just don't carry a torch with you in this area. But from this area, if you step out of it, you're fine! And hey, look! It's it's those knights who are facing back in Drangleian Castle. Why are they here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they are defending the king. The king is here. And our next task...
I've just seen you do the gesture. It just makes you think of, we're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum! We're scum!
I instantly thought of that as well when I first saw it. And ironically, when I first saw that, the first thing I did was search for, just make sure that I still had range world, and then put it to one side so I could watch it. Such a good film.
It's so funny when like Alice Cooper starts talking about like American history for no reason.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
they're just like, okay.
Okay.
I forget what he says, but he gives them like a really in-depth, detailed response to like
Yeah,
the question, and they're just like not prepared for it.
true. So, here's a trick with this area. See this fog door? Yeah, you're supposed to go down it, but if you go to the edge down here and look down when you have a torch lit, there's a platform which you can jump down to. Let's do it. You jump down here. You have a swig of your Estus. You go down here to this mysterious statue of a woman with her arms open. If you set her head alight, then one of the most badass things in the game happens. The area around you lights up, revealing fantastic statues of awesome. Which literally reminds me of Hellfire from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I will leave it.
This looks like the one location in the game where it is actually dark and you need the torch.
Yeah. And plus, if you also come down here, there's a chest. If you open up a chest, guess what you get? Da 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 da! Soul Vessel! For all your respecking needs.
That is a nice little effect.
It is. It's another one of those areas in Dark Souls 2 where when you do it for the first time, you just think to yourself, "Wow, that's great." Like you see it just pan in with all the lights turning on, and it's just wow. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Gonna sit at this bonfire because we're now at the undead ditch. Now the next area could be a pain in the arse because it involves. Well, I'm just gonna let this guy know I'm live streaming. Yeah, but this area could be a bit of a pain in the arse for one reason. There are statues that will spawn a infinite number of ghosts.